Team Penske has work to do after being shut out of the championship four, and where do the championship contenders fall on my weekly power rankings? How's it going, y'all? My name is Eric. Welcome to Out of the Groove, presented by Tableau TV. Pay once, watch forever. Yes, power rankings coming up in just a few moments. I think for the third or fourth week in a row, I've got a new number one. But first, we need to thank our sponsor, Opti Coat, makers of professionally installed ceramic coatings. Last year, they coated my car with their Opti Coat Pro ceramic coating, and I'm still noticing the difference all these months later. Opti Coat Pro bonds to your car's factory coat, intensifies that glossy finish, protects the paint from messes. Look at how it repels water. If you visit OptiCoat.com, you'll find everything you need to keep your car looking like new. From Opti Coat's wheel and tire cleaner to their waterless cleaner, both have come in handy, and you can use special promo code JEB10 or WARD10 for 10% off. Opti Coat have been huge supporters of Jordan Anderson Racing, Jeb Burton, his father Ward, so be sure to take advantage of those promo codes while you still can. Thank you to Opti Coat for sponsoring the show. For the first time in the near 4 years of the next-gen car, Team Penske will not be competing for a championship at Phoenix. Their streak of 3 straight titles comes to an end. Joey Logano said after Martinsville, quote, "I'm just bummed that one of us didn't make it. Everyone works hard enough to deserve to be there. We just couldn't get the job done today, or really the last 3 races. That's what it comes down to. The 4 there deserve to be there. That's how I always look at it, and this year, we didn't deserve to be there." Logano finished top 10, was not enough. Ryan Blaney drove from 31st to 1st, led 177 laps, but was beat by William Byron in the closing stretch. Where does Team Penske go from here? Because on social media, I see fans celebrating the end of the Penske dynasty, like it's the Wizard of Oz and the Wicked Witch of the West at last is dead. It's been an incredible 3-year playoff run. Team Penske figured out that your best shot of winning the championship in this format is by honing in your short track setup. Martinsville, Phoenix, back-to-back to end the season. You've got to own that style of racing, and for the most part, the last 3+ years, Team Penske did. But here's the thing. Going into next season, the championship format is expected to change. Reporter Jordan Bianchi was on Door Bumper Clear this week and said that NASCAR is likely to choose between a full season points format, a simplified 10-race playoff, or a playoff format that includes a longer 4-race final round, eliminating the winner-take-all season finale. No matter which of these formats NASCAR implements next year, consistency is going to matter more than it does now. So that's my question. Can Team Penske, can Ford adjust to that new format? Team Penske has struggled to find consistency the past couple of years. Joey Logano had a 17th place average finish last year, as we all know. This year, he's at 15.7. Both would be his worst since joining Penske 12 years ago. Ryan Blaney had better speed than Logano at most tracks this year, but with his 8 DNFs, Blaney's average finish is 15th. And Austin Cindric, 20th place average finish. His best statistical season is still his rookie year 4 years ago. That is a little concerning. Now, as far as the other main Ford team goes, RFK Racing may have missed the playoffs this year, but if we look at average finish for the season, Chris Buescher ranks 8th. Ryan Preece ranks 12th. That's not bad until you realize Buescher in 8th is the best average finishing Ford this year. The top 7 are all Chevys and Toyotas. And if we look at the manufacturer standings for this Cup Series season, oh my goodness, Chevy and Toyota have left Ford in the dust. So that's why I ask, can Team Penske adjust to whatever the new format turns out to be? Or is this truly the end of Team Penske's dynasty? They're really good at short flat tracks, and they're really fast at super speedways, though those races obviously can be unpredictable. But their rivals, Hendrick Motorsports, is good everywhere. They've got wins on short tracks, they've got wins at intermediates, they've got a super speedway win this year. William Byron just beat Ryan Blaney at his own game at Martinsville. And Joe Gibbs Racing is good everywhere. They've also got wins on short tracks, intermediates, super speedway. Shoot, Christopher Bell even got them a road course win. Meanwhile, we look at Team Penske. Joey Logano has 6 top 5s this year. 4 of them were at short flat tracks. Ryan Blaney was pretty good everywhere, but at intermediates, they've still got work to do. They've blown tires like 3 of the last 4 Las Vegas weekends. That's not random. His crew chief, Jonathan Hassler, acknowledged this the other day, saying, quote, "Obviously, the Gibbs camp has gotten a lot better. I think their intermediate program has been really good, and we have to go to work over the winter to make that better, as well as the rest of our deficiencies." Zeroing in on short flat tracks worked the last few years for Penske. Worked really, really well. But with likely a new format next year, a different championship track, Homestead Miami Speedway, if Team Penske doesn't improve their performance at the other dozen or so tracks on the schedule, I fear the Team Penske dynasty may be crumbling before our very eyes. Keep in mind, Chevrolet is expected to get a new body for next year. Toyota has stepped up their game this year. Can Ford keep up? That's the question. I know it's unfair to look at Ford in the Xfinity series where they have so few numbers, but across trucks, Xfinity, and Cup this season, there is only a single Ford vying for a championship at Phoenix. It's Ty Majeski in the trucks. Team Penske, but Ford more broadly, has a lot of work to do this winter to catch up to their contemporaries. Now, it's that time of the week, folks. It's time for me to rank the top 10 best performing teams and drivers in the NASCAR Cup Series right now. It's time for my weekly Out of the Groove Power Rankings. Who has the momentum heading into the championship race, if you believe in such things? We'll start at number 10. Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing putting together a solid postseason despite not being a part of it. Ryan Preece is at 10. His last 4 finishes, 6th, 9th, 15th, 6th. At some point in Sunday's race, he passed every single playoff driver except maybe Ryan Blaney and William Byron, who were virtually untouchable. Ryan Preece at 10, starting off strong. At 9, give me Joey Logano. Solid 8th place run at Martinsville Speedway, but wasn't enough to advance to the championship 4. In the round of 8, he finished 6th, 16th, and 8th. Not bad, but not good enough considering the playoff point deficit he entered with. Talladega was still the big disappointment in that round. Didn't execute at the end of stage 2, didn't get the help he needed at the end of stage 3, and finished outside the top 10. At number 8, give me Tyler Reddick. His solid 4-race top 10 streak was snapped at Martinsville. He finished 11th. Really solid end to the season for Tyler Reddick. Maybe shaving off that mullet was worth a couple hundredths, or at least a couple thousandths, maybe. Finding fractions everywhere. Chase Elliott moves up 1 spot this week at number 7. 3rd place finish at Martinsville, but the first 2 races of this round did not go well. The pit crew mistake at Las Vegas put them behind and then caught up in an early crash at Talladega. That's going to happen. Cool to see Chase Elliott have top 5 speed at Martinsville, but he was never quite in the same league as Byron or Blaney. Good result, moves up 1 spot, but wasn't enough to crack the championship 4. Denny Hamlin comes in at 6. He is part of the championship 4, but it's hard to say he's got a lot of positive momentum. Now, Denny Hamlin's tough to rank because after winning Las Vegas 2 weeks ago, they've kind of phoned it in. They've already been paying attention to Phoenix. Perhaps they were trying something under the hood at Martinsville. Both Hamlin and his teammate Chase Briscoe and their company car, 2311's Riley Herbst, had mechanical issues in that race. Experiment gone wrong or legitimate quality control issue? You tell me. Hamlin may be 6 on my power rankings right now, but he says all the time, this sport is week to week. They could hit on it at Phoenix and win the championship for the first time ever. Top 5. Ryan Blaney went down swinging. I mentioned it. Drove from 31st to 1st at Martinsville, led the second most laps, but he lost his long run magic. William Byron bested him at the finish. Crushing way for the 12 teams season to end, because I think we all know if Blaney had won that race at Martinsville, made it to Phoenix, he would be the favorite to win his second career Cup Series championship, but it wasn't meant to be this year. Top 4 now. Christopher Bell, not in the championship 4, but he can at least take some solace in knowing he's top 4 in my power rankings. And why shouldn't he be? Bell did everything but win in these last couple of rounds. Bell has a 4.8 average finish the last 8 weeks. That's ridiculous. He had a 6th place average finish in the round of 8. But he wasn't able to win a race. Denny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe, William Byron did. Christopher Bell didn't lead a lap in this round, which is a bit surprising. That's how cutthroat it can be late in these playoffs. Christopher Bell at 4. Top 3 are all championship drivers. Chase Briscoe drops to 3 this week. Again, kind of like Denny Hamlin, it's difficult to judge their Martinsville performance because they weren't really focused on Martinsville. Did have an engine issue. Before that engine failure and DNF, Briscoe had the best average finish of any Cup Series driver in these playoffs. So Briscoe at 3. Hendrick Motorsports has the top 2 positions, beginning with Kyle Larson at 2. Martinsville was a must-run well race for Kyle Larson, and he did just that. Earned 17 stage points. He got trapped a lap down by an untimely caution at one point and still rallied to finish inside the top 5. Clutch performance from Cliff Daniels, Kyle Larson, and the whole number 5 team. They outscored Christopher Bell. This was their 3rd top 5 finish the last 4 races, and that 4th race was Talladega, where Larson was leading on the final lap when he ran out of fuel. That 5 car is fast. But at number 1, his teammate, William Byron. Gotta give him the top spot. The speed has been tremendous the past few weeks. Led 55 laps at Las Vegas, wrecked. Was leading the final restart at Talladega, wrecked. Led 304 laps at Martinsville, a career high, swept the stages, got the fastest lap, max points. Incredible clutch performance to make his 3rd consecutive championship 4. Perhaps a momentum swing? What did Denny Hamlin say? This sport is week to week. William Byron did not let those 2 crushing defeats in a row impact his Martinsville performance. William Byron at 1. I'm not saying he's the championship favorite. Those predictions will come later in the week, but I do think he has the most momentum from a speed and performance standpoint based on how they ran in the round of 8. So those are my top 10 heading into the final race weekend of the season. Let me know down in the comments if you agree with where I placed your favorite driver or not. That's gonna do it for today's show, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more. Huge thank you to my Patreon supporters for going the extra mile. Tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Groovy Hollow returns, our annual charity Halloween-themed iRacing event. Be sure to tune in. It'll be streamed live right here on my channel. You can't miss it. I'll see you then. Have a great rest of your afternoon, folks.